Hello everyone, my name is Evie Lupine. Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another video for you all. Today we are going to be doing another BDSM meme review. This is the fourth one I've done, I think. I've kind of lost count. I've kind of lost track. I don't know if we're going to do a rating system or not yet. It's going to be maybe a little bit messy, but I really wanted to do just kind of like a fun, silly video because I know things have been really stressful recently, and I know that looking at memes at least always helps me. So I first asked you all over on Twitter to send me some memes, so that is where we are going to start. Okay, so this first one is like a pretty wholesome one to start off with. I think this is really cute. It says, "Tease in Denial, Cookie Edition," and it's a guy with his arms crossed and he's like blushing, and there's a box of Thin Mints out, and there's a whole sleeve on the table, and then there's a little note that just says, "No, M, XOXO," and like, if that isn't the most evil thing I think I've seen, and I'm a sadist, right guys? I'm a sadist, and I don't even know if I would have thought of doing that. That's how messed up it is. So I guess big applause for whoever came up with this. Looks like it's from submissiveguycomics.tumblr.com, but I love it. It's super cute, and I guess if we're doing a rating system, 10 out of 10. I love it. It's super cute. It's really, really good. Okay, so let's see. This next one here is pretty funny. Okay, it says, "A rare instance of me switching to Dom, colorized." It's just a little kitten on a banister of stairs. It's saying, "Father, I crave violence," and it's like, and I don't know a lot about cats. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really a cat person. They're fine. I've never been around them, but I understand the vibe of this cat. I understand the mood, and I totally know what it's like, especially as somebody who is like a sadist but also a submissive. Like, sometimes you just want to wreck shit, and I get it. I love it. I love it. I would give this, like, because I guess we are doing the rating system, let's give this one an 8 out of 10. Yes, an 8 out of 10. I think that's very fair. Okay, we have a whole bunch here. Okay, I don't know if we've done this one before. It looks familiar, but I don't think we have. And it's a big Coke bottle that's labeled as Dom, and then somebody with a handful of Mentos, and it just says, "Make me." And it's, you know, the brats are always so represented in these meme reviews, and like, it is true. It is true, right? The Mentos, the submissives, they know what they're doing. They know what's going to happen when they egg on the Coca-Cola. It's going to be an explosion. But I guess that's secretly what the Mentos wants? Yes? 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for mixed analogy. Okay, this one is funny. I really like this one. Okay, so this one is, it reminds me of like Warhammer 40K or something like that. And it's like a really, really, really big, like, faceless guy wearing a crown, and he's like 20 feet tall, and he's got like a really big axe maybe, and it just says, "Down on your knees." And then there's like a normal sized guy who's trying to fight him with a sword that just says, "Make me." And it's, what can I say? It's brats. It's brats. It's what they do. They know they're gonna get their ass kicked. They like having their asses kicked, and I'm pretty much convinced at this point that brats make the world go round. And I guess just to make the brats upset, I will give this a 3 out of 10 for no other reason than I think it will make the brats upset that they have been called out so precisely. Okay, here's another cat-themed one. I don't know if I've ever seen this used as like a kink meme format before. I want to say this is from the Real Housewives or something, and it's like the blonde lady who's like pointing really aggressively, like crying. It's like, "No!" It says, "I'm more kinky than you are!" And then it's the cat at the dining table with the salad that just says, "I lick my own ass." It's like, you know what, guys? I think the cats have us beat when it comes to kinkiness. Like, and I don't really think you can win in a kinkiness debate with a cat, to be honest. And I love the originality of the format. I love how just out there it is. I love how bold this cat is being. I'm going to give this one, to keep it in line with the other cat meme, an 8 out of 10. Okay, here's another one I haven't seen before. This one says, me has some sexual fun outside of straight vanilla sex. Society as Pinkman / Joji, and he says, I don't know, man, seems kind of abusive to me. And I mean, yeah, every once in a while we get a real serious meme in here that's like, it's funny, but it's true, it's sad and it's true, and it's funny and it's sad and it's true. And Lord knows I have had to deal with that a lot in my comment section. People just like quote entire Bible passages at me and are like, you need to save your soul from Satan. BDSM is the devil's work. And it's like, okay, everybody calm down. And every single time anything involving BDSM happens that like regular Twitter or like regular YouTube runs into, it suddenly becomes a whole debate about like, is BDSM abusive? And we are a long way off, I think, from having that conversation finalized. So I'm going to give this one, because it is painfully true and it's funny and also hurtful at the same time, I will give this one a 7 out of 10. So we have another Joji / Filthy Frank meme here, and this one says at the top, Dom gives aftercare. Subs who've never gotten aftercare. Confused, screaming. Just Joji / Filthy Frank with like a frying pan going like, no. And I mean, this is, first of all, it goes in the funny but also very true category, which is, I know so many people that for whatever reason, their like original BDSM partners just like didn't believe in aftercare and like didn't tell them that it was a thing. And so when they finally got aftercare, they were like, what do you mean this is what BDSM is supposed to be like? So I am giving this one another 10 out of 10 because it is true, it is funny, and Filthy Frank is hilarious, and Joji is great, and I have to respect that, you know? Okay, this one is great. So it's like the Drake meme format, but like with Winnie the Pooh, and the top Winnie the Pooh is kind of looking sort of like bored and sleepy, and it just says torture chamber. So like torture chamber, I guess, isn't really that exciting. And then it's Winnie the Pooh, but wearing a suit with like his eyebrows all like cocked up, and it just says abusement park. I mean, we did just talk about how like vanilla people perceive BDSM as abuse, but like I think if you make it a funny pun, then it's embracing it in a way that like is a lot better, and I'm into it, and this is super funny. I'm like ashamed that I think this is funny because this is like boomer humor, like tier level. Like it's not, it shouldn't be that funny, but like it is anyways. And yeah, I have to like knock this down a little bit because I'm afraid of how much I like it, and so I'm only gonna give this one a 9 out of 10 because I don't think it's that funny. I think I am misconstruing it as more funny than it really is, but I like it. Good job. Okay, this one is a little bit of a text format one. It just says BDSM, but instead of a ball gag, we use a harmonica. And this one for me is like a multiple level joke because obviously it's like hilarious, the idea of using like a harmonica instead of a ball gag. But what if I told you that I have a gag that is made from a harmonica? I swear I have talked about this before, maybe during another meme review, but I have a ball gag that is made from a harmonica. We all got them on a kinky camping trip. Somebody made them with like a 3D printer, and let me tell you, there is nothing like a chorus of a dozen submissives all wearing harmonica gags at the same time, trying to not laugh their butts off while all getting beaten at once. It is hilarious. It is amazing. So yes, BDSM with a harmonica instead of a ball gag. Crazy idea, but it freaking works. 10 out of 10. Love it. Super good. Harmonica does work for BDSM. This is my official endorsement. Okay, this is going to be a little bit of like a specialist meme, I think. I don't know how many people are going to get this. Very, very high class. But this one comes to us directly from Twitter. And it's Hod Towered as a quote tweet. There is no unity with leftists, only submission. And then beautiful shoe on head is just like the double eye emoji. It's just like, tell me more.
Man, I am in the wrong field.
And I love this because I am definitely very much involved-ish as a spectator on that side of Twitter. I have seen people say things like this, and every once in a while I'm like, wait, is this somebody I follow from the kinky side of Twitter or from the politics side of Twitter? And when those two intersect, it is a powerful, powerful, awkward meme. And this one had a lot of hearts. It had a lot of retweets and a lot of comments. So this one definitely blew up. And you know what? I love the accidental BDSM on Twitter. I love it when the worlds collide. And I love it when people point it out. So thank you for that, Shoe on Head. Just out of respect for the game, we gotta give this one a 10 out of 10. Now, that is going to be everything I will look at on Twitter, but I do also have a whole thread on my Patreon Discord that is just for memes. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at those and share some of my favorites. Okay, this one is like one of my favorites and also would be like personally very torturous if I ever got to do this in real life. And it just says, BDSM, but instead of punishing you, I remove a star from the good noodle board.
One must behave like a good noodle.
I'm a good noodle! I'm a good noodle!
You'll get this star back when you earn it.
That is, I have never ever, if we're role-playing this, the way that SpongeBob reacts to that is just pure torture. And like, I don't know, that feels like a step too far. That might be outside of my risk profile. That would be some really intense humiliation play. And I think we can all agree on that. So it's a SpongeBob meme, it's a reference, it's BDSM. We gotta love it, we gotta stand it. 9 out of 10. Okay, this one is like, I don't know if this is real, but like honestly, I don't care if it's Photoshop because it's freaking hilarious. So this must have been on Facebook, I assume, and it says, does your life insurance know that you like being strangled during sex? And Nationwide Life Insurance Plan responds with, we cover strangulations, just saying. And is this real? Did this happen? Did somebody do this? Was this photoshopped? You know what? I feel like I'm very familiar with brand Twitter. Is there like a brand Facebook where like insurance companies try to be relatable and like down with what the kids are up to? I have a lot of questions about this whole situation. I am suspicious. I like the meme. I worry that it's kind of like a decoy, that it doesn't really happen, so I have to bump it down. I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10, but I would love it if it was, and I would rate it higher if it was something that turned out to be true. Okay, here's a very topical one. Here's a very topical one for people that are members of the gamer community. This one is from Among Us, and it's the red guy, and he's popping up through, like, it looks like some kind of, like, doorway in the ground, and then he comes across the orange guy who is being suspended from his wrists by manacles, and then like the teal guy is, I think, holding a crop and is wearing devil horns, and then the red one's just like, oh no. And then the actual chat for the game is like, nothing sus, yeah, nothing going on here. And then the red guy replies with same, yeah, nothing sus. And I don't really know a lot about Among Us. I've watched people play before for short periods of time, but I love the fact that like the red guy has their back. He's like being a good BDSM ally, and you know what? We gotta reward that behavior. We gotta let people know that we appreciate it when they respect our rights to be kinky, whether that's in Among Us or in the privacy of our own homes or what have you. So I am very pro this. I think we need to reward the wholesome BDSM Among Us content, and we're gonna give that one a little bit of a 10 out of 10. I think that's fair. That's fair. All right, moving on. Let's see. The next one here is ooh. This one is for the people out here that like a little bit of the role play. So this one just says, I feel like you're probably going to want to read this one if you can, but it just says, my plastic vampire fangs, Theon bring sex. And it's it's funny because it's like, yeah, vampire fangs give you a lisp, and like people are like, oh, vampire fangs, oh, it's so sexy, and then you wear them and then you sound like a completely different person, and it's like, I don't know if that's exactly what I wanted from this experience, but we're gonna roll with it, I guess. And I love it. It's true, it's hilarious, it's funny. It's not the kinkiest thing ever, so I feel like I can't rate it that highly. I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10 because I just think it's not quite up to par with the amount of BDSM that I like in my BDSM memes. Okay, I think this is going to be the last one for today. I think this will make for a pretty good finale, and it's a trio of butt plugs on top and then 3 more on the bottom. They are all in size order from smallest to largest, and they go from like little tiny baby butt plug to like pretty long butt plug there, and it says, if you're cold, they're cold. Remember to put them inside this winter. And I don't know if people are familiar with that, but like the reference is like a campaign against like leaving your pets outside when it's cold during the winter, about making sure you're keeping your animals indoors and keeping them safe. However, anybody that's used a butt plug will know this. If it is cold outside when you put in a butt plug and it has not been warmed up, whoo, you're going to be clenching your butt. You want to make sure that stuff is warm, and obviously if it's in your butt, it's going to get warm that way. So I guess run your butt plug under some hot water before you put it in, or put it in when you're in the shower or somewhere else where it's warm. It's the most unexpected BDSM meme of all of these. I feel like it's super original. I love it, and as somebody that frankly talks a lot about butt plugs on my channel, I feel like this is a really strong one to end it on. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Oh, wait. I gotta rate this one. I'm gonna give this one, for no reason whatsoever, just completely arbitrarily, because I haven't given this number yet, is I want to give it an 8.5 out of 10. An 8.5 out of 10. I feel like that's very fair. It's very fair. It's maybe not as high as some other memes, but it's still pretty good. You know, it's still in that kind of like B plus A minus territory, which I feel like is a pretty good spot to be in. And those are all the memes I have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you want to see more from me, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I make videos twice a week about all sorts of BDSM and kink related videos. And finally, if you want to support my channel, if you want to get access to that Discord chat, that is all through Patreon. That's what makes this channel possible. And beyond my Discord chat on there, I do also have other rewards, things like photo shoots and videos every single month just for people on Patreon. If you already support me over there, thank you so much. It means the absolute world to me. And until I see you guys next time, I hope you have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. Bye-bye.